Hi guys, my name's Grace, back with another video. I am getting through some reactions to Night. Basically, I am going through my community tab where I asked you guys a couple of times, hey, what should I react to? What do you guys recommend? Yeah, I normally post on my community tab, guys, I have some time to record, what do you recommend? Leave me some comments, and that's one of the best ways to recommend some reactions to me. Also just leaving comments on some of my videos. You know, I read every single comment no matter where it is, but having them in the community tab is more just like, it's an organization thing instead of me having to go through every single video and like check. So I went back and checked one of my community tab posts, and someone recommended SF9's Trauma. I know nothing about this group. I think they're a new rookie boy group. I know literally nothing about them, have never heard any of their songs, have never seen anything by them, but someone recommended this, so let's see what we got, SF9. Okay, so I'm going to be watching the performance video, because that was the recommended one for me to see the dancing, so let's get on to it. Sometimes performance videos really don't show much dance, it's more like a visual sort of thing, but... Oh, chairs are happening. That is one of the worst outfits I could imagine ever dancing in. Okay. I know people don't like when you like compare K-pop idols all the time, blah, 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 but just first vibes, if we're staying within the realm of K-pop, reminds me of Taemin, which is, you know, he's often reminiscent of Michael Jackson, just that sort of like groovy through the body, like, and like groove, 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 accent, and then groove, 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 accent, like shit like that, shit, stuff like that, sorry. Just very much that vibe. When it's involved in K-pop, it has this like hip-hop street style aspect incorporated into it, whereas Michael Jackson was more in the realm of like jazz-ish. Well, that's also just an evolution of like musical and dance style over time, because obviously Michael Jackson was a lot more active when hip-hop was just starting out, probably. I don't even know yet. I'm not the best person to talk about hip-hop history too. Good use of backup dancers, super cool, using the chairs as props. And that's super cool. That like, something to be said about using props is sometimes it can be too much, sometimes it can be too little. Like sometimes you have something on stage that is picked up once and then like put down on the floor, and that's using it too little. But sometimes using a prop so much can actually take away from the performance because it's focusing so much on this inanimate object. Whereas I think here, the chairs are being used very minimally, but just the shape of them is super cool. It adds to like the framing, like just having the legs coming up is cool, and then just the subtle spin of them just to add a little bit of stimulation is cool. I love whenever the rapper comes in and he's like, yeah, boy, like, it's funny to me. How many are there? Okay, 2, 4, 6, oh. Aha, 9, Name's SF9, I probably should have guessed. Very much Taemin vibes, but, dang. What was I gonna say? Brain fart. Oh, I was gonna say, I guess I should have known there would be 9 of them, if the group's called SF9, but I thought about 17 just not having 17 members. So, you know, I was just kind of like, well, I guess I shouldn't guess. But, talking about choreography, ooh, look at his little, like, his little thingies on his head. I caught him at the wrong time, it looks like. Also, he is yummy to look at. I hope he is not a child. I'm sorry if he is a child. And the one over, like, the one in the red jacket and the black shirt behind him, also very nice to look at. Again, hope these are not children. But the song is called Trauma. I love this, like this punching thing they're doing to themselves to get down to the floor. Like, you are my trauma. Like, you know, just that sort of, like, connecting the word trauma to, like, a violent movement, but also it matches this tone of the song that is very subdued, and it's like a soft little actual movement. It's cool. And to the floor. I would like some more screen time for the other members. I am looking at the guy in the red pants, the red leather pants, a lot, and I want to see what everybody else is doing. So, like, ooh, crop top, hi crop top. What is happening a lot in here is this, like, words, this juxtaposition between quick and sharp movement and then slow and smooth movement. I mean, like we saw in the beginning, he would do something, something, something smooth and hit. It's just like when you add different effort qualities into your dance, into your choreography, when you add movements that have different flavors and textures, it makes the dance just much more interesting to watch. Because if you're going slow and smooth the entire time, it's just kind of one note, it's flat, and it works sometimes for a narrative or a story that's being told, but oftentimes if you're just watching the same sort of movement for most of the time dances or performances are at least 4 minutes, then it's just kind of like, okay, like nothing is really popping out. Whereas there's also the inverse, where if it's just too fast, too quick, everything is like coming at you all at once. Nobody's taking a breath. Nobody stops moving. Nobody stops doing massive jumps. Nobody stops doing anything. It becomes kind of like sensory overload. And it's just kind of like, okay, my eye doesn't know where to go. And it actually diminishes the effort of the movement. Like, if you're looking at everything that is so high effort and so sharp and so quick constantly, it diminishes the impact of it because it is the only thing you're looking at. Whereas putting multiple efforts into a dance, it makes the slow movement really impactful, and it makes the sharp that comes after or before it impactful as well. It just makes a much more interesting and dynamic piece. Hat men. Say my name, say my name, say my name. That's what I saw. Is this man the center? Because I am looking at him a lot. Not that my eye is drawn to him, but they are focusing on him in center a lot. This set is really cool too. So, okay, I am not super up on the boy group activities, but this sounds like a boy group song, obviously. Like, this sounds like a pretty typical sort of boy group song. And I think it reminds me of You Calling My Name by GOT7. That's one of the only boy group dances I have ever covered. I think it is the only boy group dance I've ever covered. But it reminds me of that sort of energy, like I said, like Taemin has, sometimes EXO had, I think like more older EXO kind of has. I think I'm lying about EXO having that energy because I literally know 2 songs by EXO, so just take that away from me. But like I have heard in passing other boy group songs, and this sort of like laid back, subdued energy. I know Kai has that energy, Taemin, like obviously here, and it's just like this is a common sort of boy group sort of vibe, whereas other boy groups have that heavy like EDM, like noisy sound, like Stray Kids, NCT, like they have that more hard-hitting, much more like hip-hop centered dance style, whereas boy groups who have this sort of style as their main focus, they involve a lot more jazz movement, yeah. Or like jazz influenced movement. Like this is not straight up jazz, but like yeah, like it's a combination. It takes influence from like the jazz or contemporary dance world, as well as hip hop, where some other dance, more like hard hitting boy group, they live mostly in the hip hop area. I feel so sorry that they're wearing leather pants. Leather is probably the worst material I could imagine dancing in. Either that in latex. Ooh, come on, set change. And that's super cool. Adding what we call like pedestrian movement. Like there's dance movement and then there's pedestrian movement, where it's like normal everyday activity, like walking, like sitting down, like eating something, like just things normal people do, normal people as opposed to dancers do. So oftentimes in a dance setting, we have like, we're doing crazy things, we're lifting, we're jumping, we've got our legs behind our heads, like all that kind of stuff. So inserting a pedestrian movement, it's similar to the way I was talking about the juxtaposition between sharp and smooth. When you insert pedestrian movement, it's very striking, because you're used to looking at a piece that is dance movement, and then suddenly they're just walking normally and they're sitting down, and it's kind of that like cool guy aesthetic, you know what I mean? Chair choreography. Props. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I hope these are adults, because if not, choreographer needs to reevaluate what they are making children do on stage. Wow. I mean, I love it. Again, I hope these are adults. And like I said earlier about like the chairs being used well, the chairs are used well. They're not standing and jumping on them, and in a different song that might work. But I think for this genre of song, it works really well that the chairs are a more subdued prop. They're using them well. It's hard to find that balance of how much to use a prop sometimes. Ooh, 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 ooh. He was looking at me. Whoever that is in the trench coat and the tie is looking directly at me. Him. He's looking directly at me. Again, I just like that. That's a cool movement. Using the chair that way, and just kind of that subdued little bump, bump. It's cool. Oh, it's him! Look at that butt. I really hope this is an adult. I have to stop. He is definitely the center or something, because they are really focusing on him. Yeah, I think it's cool that they brought the chairs in for the very end, and good choreography with the chairs. Nice. Okay, SF9, who I know nothing about. I now know they are a 9-member boy group. Yes. Hopefully I counted correctly. That'd be embarrassing if I didn't. Yeah, wow, cool choreography. Like I said, it lives in that area that, like, a lot of boy groups live. It lives in that sort of, like, kind of understated kind of song, understated genre, where it's not super aggressive, it's not super catchy, you know what I mean? Catchy in the way that, like, aggressive in the way that, like, Kick It by NCT is, and catchy in the way that, oh god, what's, like, a catchy boy song? Oh, BTS has some, like, catchy boy songs from their, like, 2018 era, like, Anpanman or Go Go. Like, it's SF9's Trauma is not aggressive, and it's not catchy. It's that, like, like, that understated style that some other boy groups explore, and it's within that realm of dance style that other boy groups explore, where they take, like, jazz influences, not, like, they're not doing, like, pirouettes, and they're not doing axle jumps, and, like, they're not doing, like, jazz, but they take influence from the effort qualities and the basics of jazz, and combine it with this, obviously, like, commercial style of dance, which is really cool. And the props, yes. Okay, well, thank you to whoever recommended this to me. I have to cough. Okay. Thank you for recommending this to me. And, yeah, what did you guys think of this performance? I know SF9 is still kind of an underrated group. I see their name pop up sometimes in comment sections, but I don't see much about them. I know they have their fan base. Yeah, so let me know, what did you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.